Hi, hello, what's up? It's Gokuma. This is actually going to be the first YouTube video that I video myself and record and all of that. Um, it's probably fitting that I do this because today we just got a new trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. So first off, I am a pretty big Spider-Man fan. He is my favorite um superhero. Basically just one of my favorite characters in general. Um you can see behind me I got a Spider-Man poster. I got Spider-Man pillow right there that I won at a game center, and I maybe on the side over here you can see I got like symbiote Spider-Man figure. You might not be able to see. It's kind of far away, but yeah, I have a couple Spider-Man figures here, a couple Venom figures here. I got like a bunch of Spider-Man figures like way on the side that you can't see. Yeah, I like I like Spider-Man. So, anyways, yeah, so today was the trailer for Brand New Day, and we're gonna take a look at it, and I'm going to, like, I don't know, try to do my best to analyze it and give some insight on it. So, all right, so we'll watch the whole trailer first, and then like we'll go back. So, all right. All right, I haven't seen the trailer yet, so all right, let's go.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering.
Shelf.
Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
What?
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're, a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ,
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
friendly neighbor.
Okay. All right. Minimizes it real quick. All right. Okay. So I try to do my best to shut the fuck up during during that trailer because yeah, there's a lot of stuff, going on. Uh, damn, like this was a pretty loaded trailer. We saw Zendaya and Ned. We saw Punisher. We saw Bruce Banner. And then there is Scorpion, and like the Hand, I think. I don't know. It looked like there was like a bunch of other characters. So like we're gonna like go and start this shit over. Like, all right. So uh videos. So trailer starts. He looks like he's just sitting like upside down. You know.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
All right. Let me.
MJ, come on, pretend.
Okay. So apparently he's following. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I feel better. My butt feels better. uh so anyways, all right. So it looks like he's following Ned and MJ on social media, on Instagram, it looks like. And yeah, so immediately like this kind of, I think, sets the tone, where it's like he very much misses his best friend, and of course he misses MJ, like, for sure. And he's going through the extremely unhealthy route of just being online, like being on social media, like, following them and stuff. And that's got to be like, that can only be hurtful, of course, like, he wants to know like what they're up to and stuff, and he misses them very much. But like he has to be hurting. Okay.
Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your.
Oh, I forgot to point out like one other thing. Sorry. I'm adjusting my chair. All right. So anyways, okay. Can I get to no? All right, hold on.
MJ, come on.
Okay. His web shooters. His web shooter, he has like a big ol' web shooter on his wrist, of course. But yeah, no, but it's like it's completely exposed, like on the outside of his suit. I think that's interesting.
Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Like, I don't know, like, now I'm thinking about it, I don't know, if I feel like it's kind of weird that his web shooters is exposed like that. Like, why isn't it like on the inside with like of his suit with I don't know. But all right. So this is really cool. This kind of almost reminds me of the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2. And that's kind of a really cool shot. We've never seen that kind of shot before.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
Wait. I want to know what the letter says.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
Okay, hi, my name is... Oh. Okay, he's just... Okay, yeah, it's just... He's reading out loud and stuff.
You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Bad was
So
gonna
hold on.
happen.
All right, let me back
don't
up. I'm
remember
really
me,
bad.
but-
This is the first time I ever like fucking did this shit. I'm really fucking bad at this.
My name is...
So it looks like, you know, he's living in in the apartment that we saw him at the end of No Way Home. I don't know. It also looks very reminiscent of the apartment Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man lived
Peter
in.
Parker.
Looks like, you know, he's in a bodega. Could be the same bodega that we've been seeing in
You don't remember
his
me,
Spider-Man
but
movies.
We used to know each other.
And
Something
of course
bad
he
was
sees
gonna
Ned
happen, and
washing his suit in the
Only
washing
way to-
machine. He gets a key to the city. This is interesting because I'm kind of wondering, or are we just not giving a fuck about so in Daredevil, in Daredevil Born Again, Kingpin is mayor, and there's a whole like anti vigilante thing going on, which happens in the comics. And you know, so, you know, for Spider-Man to get like the key to the city, it's like, okay, is this taking place like some, you know, even though right now we're going through watching Born Again, like the, you know, the next season of Born Again is like coming up in a matter of days. You know, so is this like sometime after that? Is, you know, is this not a thing? Is Spider-Man like has, I don't know, like special like permissions or something? Like I don't know. So but anyways, yeah, but he's getting key to the city and everything.
stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
All right, so all that, like we saw leaks of that like on the internet, like because this was like one of those scenes that, which I'm sure is gonna be CG heavy, but they filmed a lot of it like itself, and you know it should be it should be pretty cool.
Frank, you just hit me with a van!
Okay, wait, let's rewind that real quick.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
All right, so like, so by this point, apparently, you know, Spider-Man and the Punisher know each other already. So again, like I kind of like question, you know, like how far is this from like Daredevil, like Born, like where the fuck is the placement of these things? Or like, I don't know, are we just not giving a fuck? Like whatever. I don't give a fuck. So but anyways, but somehow you know, at some point Punisher meets Spider-Man and they know each other, and Spider-Man knows Punisher like enough where he's on like a first name basis with him. You know, so no like oh, Mr. Castle, you hit me with a van. It's like, no, like Frank, you hit me with a van. The fuck.
Put your whimpering. Suit yourself.
And of course, like Punisher being the Punisher is very like confrontational of Spider-Man. Like you know, he definitely doesn't take Spider-Man's shit. He likely shot Spider-Man with like a beanbag projectile, whatever, which is something he does have like in the comics, especially when he's around Spider-Man, because Spider-Man, you know, of course, like he really you know, doesn't like killing or anything, you know, but Punisher actually like he respects you know, he respects Spider-Man. Spider-Man also respects Punisher as well, and I think because of that, you know, he tries not to like murder too much around Spider-Man. I don't know. I think it depends like on the writers. Like I remember reading team ups from like, I don't know, back from like the 80s or so where you know, he like him and Spider-Man were teaming up, and um you know, Punisher happened to have his guns loaded with beanbags, so you know, as to not like freak out you know, Spider-Man or anything. And you might be like, why doesn't he just do that with Daredevil? It's because fuck Daredevil. Like, yeah. um so but yeah, it definitely sounds like, you know, something like straight from the comics, where somehow he just happens to have something that will, you know, like hit or hurt Spider-Man, but like not kill him. And that's really cool. Like, motherfucker, like with the fucking flying kick. Hold up.
Suit yourself.
Trying to get a shot of that. I can't. But it looks so fucking cool.
Go home.
Can I? Cause hold on, can I? No. How do I like? No, it won't work. I can't do it. So, anyways, I'm so bad at this, but yeah.
Suit yourself.
But motherfucker with like a fucking flying kick. Look at this shit. Like,
Go home.
but yeah, shit's so casual between him and Punisher, which I say casual despite the fact that you know, Punisher shot Spider-Man like flew through his like windshield and like knocked him out of the back of the car, and but I don't know, they seem to have a better relationship going than Punisher and Daredevil. So
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it
So-
breaks Peter Parker's heart.
so apparently he's at like some like house party that MJ and Ned are doing, I guess. Somehow.
What is happening?
Okay, now this shit, I was like, the fuck, in about a moment. All right, so he passes the fuck out for like, I don't know, whatever reason, and then this shit. Okay, so there's a lot to like unpack here, and I don't know like where the fuck to start. So first off, he motherfucker wakes up in like his own like fucking webbing. This is fuck. I'm crossing fuck. I read too many Spider-Man stories that they're coming together, but like shit. Okay, because I was gonna say like this was a reference to, I think, either like The Other, or no, there was shit. I don't remember what the Spider-Man story was called. It was I read it so long ago. But in that story, like, I don't know, he faced like some villain, like some like, I don't know, like immortal spider Nazi lady or something, and in that storyline, like something happened to him where I think he like cocooned himself in like webbing. Like I think something was done to him, and then when he like woke up from it, like his powers like his powers grew. Like he ended up having like organic webbing, so he ended up having organic webbing. His spider sense like fucking like increases, like, yeah, so like all his powers like end up getting like enhanced. So this is definitely that, which is definitely pre Brand New Day, like in the comics. Shit, but I really don't remember what the fuck that comic storyline was called, but yeah, but I think this is like in reference to that. But yeah, that I read that comic, so that was like fucking, that must have been, I don't know, 20-ish years ago, more, maybe more. I think it happened like maybe early 2000s or something. So yeah, yeah. So I think that's what's going on here. Are you going to see Immortal Spider Nazi Lady? Maybe. And then, oh shit, okay. So we know that he doesn't have his web shooters, right? And then he falls, and then boom, he shoots webbing. Organic webbing. This motherfucker has organic webbing. So he's being tested here. Let me see if there's anything. All right, so enhanced human detected, superior strength, superior agility. I like how they use the word superior. You know, as in superior Spider-Man. Let's see. I'm trying to read like some of the words at the top, but wait, I see Ramirez. Operation agent or something. Ramirez. I don't know, that doesn't ring a bell. But anyways, priority elevated. I'm trying to see if I notice like anything else. No, not really. Anyways, okay, so yeah, superior strength, superior agility, heightened senses, enhanced perception.
Excuse me, Doctor.
All right, and then this is him like going up to Banner, like going to ESU, which is the big fictional New York university in the comics. At one point in time, I actually thought ESU was a real fucking school when I was a kid, and then very disappointed when I found out it wasn't real, because I was like, I want to go to that school, and it was like, no. And besides, I'll probably be too dumb to go to ESU anyways. But anyways, yeah, of all the schools, Banner works at ESU.
Banner, I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
Something of note about this. So there is a possibility that Banner, or particularly the Hulk, remembers Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Because in the Brand New Day storyline in the comics, where everyone forgets that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, the Hulk is like one of the I don't know, only or few characters that happens to not forget. And that's because like Bruce Banner and the Hulk are like kind of like two separate like entities. So even if like Bruce Banner like forgot, like, well, the Hulk wasn't there. So the Hulk remembers. So there's a possibility that that Bruce Banner at this moment, like when he's like, wait, what'd you say your name was? Like maybe his name like will sound familiar to him, but he won't really know until he's like the Hulk, and then the Hulk will probably be like like hey, you're Spider-Man or something, you know? Like I don't I don't know how the Hulk and Bruce Banner are gonna figure into all this, but we'll see.
Dr. Banner, I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
Okay, I want to
Dr.
see
Banner,
what
I
is
need
in
your
the back. All right, Lattice Quantum Dynamics, QCD. Doesn't ring a bell.
help.
What did you say your name was?
All right, so I'm guessing here, like his Spidey sense is like probably like going off like really hard. You know, just like in the comics when his powers got enhanced, and he kind of has to learn to control it. But his powers get like really stupid enhanced, like yeah.
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
Okay, so really quick, there's a voice in the background. They don't show us the person, but this sounds hella like Keith David. You know, Keith David of, you know, like, I don't know, a million things, but for me, you know, like he's the voice of Spawn. He's his latest work has been Hotel. As Husk. Goliath from Gargoyles, and I don't know, he's voiced a lot of stuff. He's also starred in a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty positive like this is fucking Keith David. And it's like, who are you, Keith David, in this movie? Like, who the fuck are you?
When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
And then I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. I honestly, like, I don't know. I don't fucking know what's going on.
We are faced.
There seems to be some type of like entity or something that's jumping between bodies, but somehow is not jumping into Spider-Man's body or
with a
some
danger
shit.
that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my.
This is cool. Scorpion. Fucking Scorpion. Finally. Only took like a million fucking years.
You're losing it, kid.
Got to see Punisher again. So obviously we see him like multiple times, and here is Spider-Man with MJ.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts.
All right, so hold up.
And for those spiders who make it through,
Fucking reference to the Amazing Fantasy cover.
it amounts to a kind.
Oh. Is his name just the Boomerang? That might be his name. He's like a very like low level villain. I think he started. Did he start out as an Iron Man villain? I don't know. I'm looking this up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Boomerang Marvel. Yeah, his name's just Boomerang. No, he was actually he's straight up Spider-Man villain. Wait. He was he was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, and he appeared in Tales to Astonish number 81. Tales to Astonish. Who used to have that comic? Because Iron Man is Tales of Suspense. Ant-Man? Was Ant-Man Tales of Suspense? Fuck, I don't remember. Anyways, okay. Sorry, so looking shut up about him. Oh, okay. Initially a foe of the Hulk. The fuck? Later he became an adversary for Spider-Man. Oh, okay. So, okay. But anyways, but yeah, that's him. So, oh shit. Okay, this must be Tarantula because of the because of his feet. He has blades on his feet. I think he's called Tarantula. He's he's a Spider-Man villain. Also, I think he's a Daredevil villain as well. So hold on, let me look this up. Tarantula Marvel. Yep, that is him. Looks quite a bit different, but I guess because Tarantula, like in the comics, like he has like a very spider themed suit, and I don't know. I guess they don't want to like make people confused, but yeah. But yeah, no, he's definitely a Spider-Man villain, but I think he's also villains to like other people, like I think like Daredevil and Captain America and stuff. But all right, so that's so far like that Scorpion, fucking Boomerang, okay, and Tarantula. So that's interesting. Okay, and then this has to be the Hand. They're all in red. They're like they look like ninjas doing ninja shit or whatever.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a
Okay, so I guess maybe this is Ned's room, and there's kind of like it looks like there's a bunch of pictures of Spider-Man in the back. I want to say there's a picture of Daredevil there, but it's hard to tell. Everything is fucking blurry. So Ned has like already like has likely been had like interest in Spider-Man. So, which, you know, checks.
neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
July 31st. Damn, that's going to be a big week if you're a Marvel fan, because you got Spider-Man July 31st, and then August 6th, Marvel Tokon. And, you know, Spider-Man 2 available now. So,
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
so anyways, yeah. There's a lot of shit going on in that trailer. Don't quite. I really don't know what was going on with the body swapping scene. Like, I don't know if there was supposed to be like because like there's like something that's just invisible in the trailer, and there could actually be like something that we see that's like that's transferring from body to body, but you know, we're not going to see it in the trailer. Like, we got to wait till a later trailer or when we go and see the movie. I don't know. For all I know, like, I don't know, like, what if it's like a symbiote or something? I don't know. If it's not that, like, I don't know, like, what else, like, it could be. Like, I can't think of anything right now. But yeah, no, that's the only part of the trailer that, like, I don't know. And I'm not really too sure on like what kind of role like the Hulk is going to play like overall. you know, if he is. Um, I would think that he would be. And I'm not too sure who's the main villain is gonna be. Yeah, we saw villains like Boomerang, Tarantula, and Scorpion, but you know, I mean, with the exception of like probably Scorpion, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like him or obviously the other villains like are gonna be like the main villains of the movie. And who's the main villain? Like, I don't know. Like there was no indication in this. So I think unless there's info out there about like any rumors or speculation, like I have no idea, like any type of leaked info, because otherwise, like, yeah, no, I don't fucking know. You know, Sadie Sink, you know, of Stranger Things fame, is supposed to have a role in this movie. Not really too sure where his role is going to be. A lot of people, I don't know. I think the rumor mill is like Jean Grey or Black Cat. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's gonna be, you know, immortal Nazi Spider Queen lady. I don't know. And that's even if we get. I doubt we are. Maybe. And then another question is, I'm pretty positive like that was fucking Keith David, right? Like that was Keith David's voice in the fucking trailer. Who the fuck he's supposed to be, I don't know. But he sounded like someone who knew what the fuck he was talking about. Definitely had an interest in spiders. I don't know, like, is this going to be like, you know, another professor, another villain? What if he's playing Miles Warren? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could be anyone, it could be no one. Like I don't fucking know. But I want to fucking know like what is Keith David doing there? Like who is he? If that is Keith David, I'm pretty positive that's Keith. He has a very distinct fucking voice. If that's not Keith David, whoever the fuck that is, like, sounds a hell of a lot like Keith David. But yeah, whoever he is, like, is someone that knows that knows their shit. Oh yeah, Keith David also played the voice of Black Panther in the Fantastic Four animated series way back when. So yeah. I don't know. I think that just about covers it. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool that this was like my first like YouTube video, and it's about Spider-Man. You know, I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, have been a fan of Spider-Man for like as long as I could remember. I've read so many Spider-Man comics, like so many, to the point where it's like I've easily forgotten like way more Spider-Man comics than I've read. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, I don't fucking know like what's going on, what's going on here. But you know, obviously, like, you know, from the title Brand New Day, you know, if you don't know Brand New Day, Brand New Day was a really fucking annoying plot point in not only Spider-Man's life, but for everyone who's a fan of Spider-Man at that time. Because Brand New Day was so. All right. So during Civil War, Spider-Man, who ends up teaming with Iron Man, he as part of supporting the Superhero Registration Act, he unmasks himself and reveals himself as Spider-Man. And then Civil War was over and everything, but everyone still knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, and that created lots of problems because, you know, his biggest fear is people knowing who he is, like his enemies, and them hurting and targeting his loved ones, which includes which includes Aunt May, who like barely survived an assassination attempt from Kingpin, who Spider-Man like beat the fucking shit out of. Like he just fucking beat the shit out of him. Like he made him his prison bitch. Like Spider-Man broke into prison just to make Kingpin his prison bitch in front of everyone. So and you know, he went in with the black suit. He took off his mask. And he wasn't cracking jokes either. Yeah, like if you're dealing with a Spider-Man and he is not cracking jokes, you fucking run. You run. And you know what? It may not matter because he'll just chase you to the ends of the earth anyways. So yeah, I don't know. Just pray to all the gods. Pray to Thor. Anyways. So okay. I remember what I was talking about. Okay, so so Peter Parker needed the world to forget that he was Spider-Man. And I think he goes about it like a few different ways, like, you know, including I think like Doctor Strange. But there's nothing much that like they could do except Mephisto, who we have briefly seen. I don't think he was quite revealed as Mephisto, but I think at this point we know it's him, right? Who showed up in the Ironheart series. There we go. Like fucking trying to remember these names. So yeah, so shows up in the Ironheart series. And but anyways, in the comics, you know, so Mephisto, if you don't know Mephisto, he's basically a devil, and mostly associated with Ghost Rider, but also like other like supernatural demonic characters and stuff. But you know, like, but mostly wait, did I say Daredevil? Or did I say whatever? It's late for me, okay? It's after 10 on a fucking school night. Like, back the fuck off. Anyways, no. Okay. So Ghost Rider. So he's mostly associated with Ghost Rider. He's the one who was responsible for the deal with Johnny Blaze and whatnot. You know, for him to become Ghost Rider. So, but anyways, yeah, so he makes a deal with Mephisto. Mephisto is willing to help him out for whatever reason, and this reason we kind of find out like, I don't know, like 15 years later or some shit. Like, but anyways, but this deal is, you know, he can make the whole world forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. You know, but it's gonna create like some changes and stuff. And the one significant change was that him and MJ would like they would be split. Like they would have never gotten married or anything. So yeah. A lot of fans weren't really happy about that. Because Marvel, I don't know, like Marvel has like this weird like hate boner for Spider-Man, like where they have to like constantly fuck with like his status quo. And they didn't want him to like be married anymore because they didn't feel like they can do anything more with that. And it's like, okay, cool, like just fucking have them divorce like fucking normal people. And it's like, no, we can't ever have a normal fucking breakup between Peter Parker and Mary Jane. That's insane. Like, that is stupid. No. Instead, we're going to just, like, every time they break up, it's over, like, the dumbest fucking comic book bullshit. That. Anyways, in case you're wondering why Mephisto was so willing to make this deal, it's because sometime in the future, he's going to be very close to, like, ruling the world. But what's going to stop him is a child of Spider-Man and MJ. So yeah, he can't have that. So that's why. But we don't find this out until like, I don't know, like 15, 20 years later or some bullshit. Yeah. So I think like 15 years later. So anyways. So after he makes the deal and everything, then that kicks off the brand new day storyline. And that's like in reference to that. So, it's he just started, or not just started, but now he's at this new chapter of his life where everyone forgot that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Him and MJ are not together, and in fact, like, she doesn't even know who the fuck he is at all. At least like Mary Jane in the comics, she knew Peter Parker, but I don't think she knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. I think that's what happened. So other than that, yeah, so that's where the name comes from. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the trailer. That's so far that's all I know for now. I'm sure a lot of theories and stuff are gonna come out. There might be people, especially people who can fucking retain all the comic books they ever read. They'll be able to, I don't know, maybe like come up with some stuff or have like some really good theories or something on what's gonna go on with the next Spider-Man movie. So anyways, all right. So that's gonna be it for me. Yeah, this was interesting. This was fun. Definitely gotta do more of these. So anyways, yeah, July 31st. I guess I'm sure we'll get like one or two more trailers before we get to that point, and we'll see if there's any more information that they show that gets leaked. We'll have to wait and see. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video for now. And yeah, so I guess take care and hopefully see you next time. All right, later.